Well, usually at this time on Mondays, Shemane Nugent joins us with tips for living a happier and healthier life. But today, we felt it was only appropriate to remember why we even get the chance to do that. Our soldiers, those who have so bravely fought and paid the price for our freedoms. Shemane Nugent is joining us today on this very special Monday. I feel emotional just looking at the photographs. I mean, when you really stop and think what today is all about, we owe so much to so many.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and get through this without crying, but we, every day, not a day goes by that we don't celebrate and honor not only the fallen soldiers, but their families and people who have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can be free, so that we can be here talking about what motivates us on Monday.
Exactly.
And having a barbecue. So I think it's important that we did this today, and also to acknowledge and honor the veterans who are serving for us, and also their children and their families.
I agree. I think on a day like today, you know, everyone's thinking about, you know, what are their plans? Are they going to go swimming? Are they going to grill out? Which it's all great that you do something, you know, fun with your families in order to mark a day like today, but we want to make sure that we don't forget why we have the opportunity to have such happiness in this wonderful free land that we call America.
We take it for granted, all of the freedoms that we have. I mean, we couldn't even be talking about this, whatever we want to on our Motivational Mondays. But I've learned so much from my husband, who is so dedicated to doing everything he can for our veterans, our law enforcement. And we have, every day, not a day goes by where Ted is not on the phone talking to somebody, uplifting their spirits, a veteran, a law enforcement personnel, men, women, kids, families who have lost people in their lives. So it's really important to do that, to acknowledge them. You know, I think today's a great day to do that.
You all have acknowledged our soldiers in so many ways, and one of the ways that you all gave back and said thank you is we have a photo, I believe, of the ribbon cutting. Tell us exactly where this is and what's happening here.
This was at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, and what happened was Ted was asked to go visit the soldiers when he was on tour. And it was the first time I had tagged along with him. This was about 15 years ago. And we kept going to different rooms and just meeting with people who, literally beautiful women who half their face was gone, men who were burned. And we were outside this particular room of a Corporal John Shranowski, who was brought in the night before, 19 years old. Our son Rocco was with us. So I kept thinking, wow, here is a 19-year-old, just a few years older than my son. And because he was burned all over his body, only one person could go in and say something to him, and Ted's so good at uplifting them and whispering words of encouragement to them. And I stood outside the room with John's mom. Now, what do you say to the mom? Mm-hmm. And I just blurted out, Nancy, I'll do anything I can for you. Tell me what you need. What can I do to help you? And she turned to me and she just had this huge smile on her face, and she said, my son's an outdoorsman, and I can't imagine him staring at these four walls while he's recovering. But there's no patio outside to protect him and shelter him from the sun, the direct sun. And I had never had any experience with fundraising before, but I just said, Nancy, I'm going to raise the money and I'm going to build you that patio. And we did. We built a patio at Brooke Medical Center.
I just got chills, because really that's all she wanted for her son, was just to be able to go outside and breathe some fresh air.
Yeah.
And I know that also, Ted, you all host lots of veterans out at the ranch, and they get a chance to go hunting.
Yeah, they do. And we're also on the board of directors for Operation Finally Home, which provides mortgage-free homes for veterans and their families, which is what they should be getting anyway.
Absolutely.
And we also help out with Paws and Canines for Warriors, which takes shelter dogs and pairs them up with veterans who have post-traumatic stress.
Wow, very
cool.
So
whatever you can do is most important.
Yeah, any little thing. And certainly on behalf of all of us here at KWTX, the two of us who get a chance to talk about happiness every Monday, to all those soldiers and the families that are out there watching, thank you for the sacrifice that you give to all of us. We'll be right back.
Some gave all, some stood